welcome to the Peter Sarah Theatre and this evening's performance of Soho Cinders. May I please remind you that the use of filming and photography is strictly prohibited. Please also ensure your mobile phone is switched off. Enjoy the show.
Soho, that promiscuous potpourri, that metropolitan munificence, that glittering back passage. It's 7 p.m. on a fairly ordinary spring evening. Theatregoers rub shoulders with prostitutes. Local businessmen on their way home are having one last drink as they collide with a younger crowd arriving for their first. Velcro, a young single mum, is making her way back to the laundrette where she works.
Join the party on Old Compton Street. Feel the pavement throb beneath your feet. Take a seat. Watch the show.
Lovely.
Are you sure you want to come for another drink?
Well, I've got to get to work.
People's washing can wait.
Yeah, but my rent won't.
Let me help you out with that.
George, you just bought me dinner.
It gives me pleasure. Yeah, let's allow me that.
Thank you.
God bless you.
We've got an over just call.
Above the laundrette, Donna and Clodagh appear in a window. They are sisters. They are ugly.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, that's my stuff!
We changed the locks, you're evicted.
But it's my flat. Where's Mum?
Just on the way down. Hey!
Don't you dare! Lucky me, having stepsisters like you, eh? Twins. Not identical, but equally unpleasant. You can't do this.
We just have. Hey, we're getting fumigated. We don't want to cage the game. And that's not all. When Dad gets out of prison, he wants to laundrette back too. But until then, you've got to keep paying. What was that? What? I just felt the rent creeping up.
But that was Mum's.
Yes, it was. But it's not anymore, is it? Because silly Mummy didn't leave a will. I heard you've forgotten. He'd forget his balls if they weren't in a bag. Eggs!
Where Adele the scene is starring in Frozen 5, The Preacher's Bag. Jane Surrounded by stacked washing machines and tumble dryers, she multitasks by folding clothes whilst chatting to her friend, a local rickshaw driver known affectionately as Side Saddle.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Sweet, but expensive. They go out of them so quick.
Oh, it seems like only yesterday Becky was this size. Hey, I could bring you some of her old stuff if you don't mind hand-me-downs.
Mind, I'd love it. Now, how much do I owe with this lot?
That would be $8.50.
Damn, that's going to wipe me out. I'm going to need a couple more rides on my rickshaw. Can I give you the rest later?
Look, don't you worry about it. For you, it's our price.
Oh, thanks, Rob, I owe you. Hey, have they opened Fleet Street yet? They shut the road by the theatre.
Oh, for that James Prince, the mayor guy?
He's not there yet. And did you know, I used to have a poster for him by my bed when he was a swimmer.
Lovely. Just imagine waking up next to that. Right, well, see you later. There you are.
Thanks.
Hey, what's all this?
Oh, they've kicked me out.
Who?
Dumb and Dumber. Look, can I stay with you for a bit?
Of course you can. You know how much Becky loves
It's
you.
just till I get myself sorted. Oh, and that's not all. They've put the rent up on this place.
Oh, this whole thing with Les makes me sick. It was your mum's laundrette, and it would have gone under if it wasn't for us, but she would have left it to you.
Oh, you said there's no will, so it's my stepfather's end of.
Great, so where are we going to go?
Well, you can go back to Staines.
Are you having a laugh?
Oh, come on, there are worse places.
I've spent my whole life trying to get out of Staines, and here I am in a laundrette trying to get stains out.
Well, you don't have to work in Soho.
It's the dirtiest place in the world. The sheets that come in here are so full of bodily fluids I could rip them out and start a fertility clinic.
Well, Mum knew what she was doing when she opened this place.
Oh, I miss her, you know. It's so hard when she didn't remember me. Not in the end.
She was an angel. Till Les clipped her wings.
Yeah, well, what really now is a fairy godmother. Where'd you get that money from? Are you still seeing that guy?
Yes and no.
Which?
Look, it's complicated.
He must be loaded. Don't screw this one up. Does he have a brother? You know, without the gauging.
Don't sound so desperate. Mr. Right will come by one day. That crow, if I was straight, I would go with you like a shot.
If I'd have you? Nah. Fag egg to the West End, that's me. How hard can it be? I just want to settle down.
Ditto. We share the same dream. I just want to wake up next to the same man for the next 30 years.
So do I. Someone to tell me I'm doing all right.
Someone to tell me when I'm being a twat.
You're being a twat.
Yeah, but not you.
I've never wanted a lot. Just my own special someone. And a father for Becky. Just imagine pouring your cornflakes, looking up and someone's there. Someone you have just spent the night with. Someone's like you're proud to share. Having put my face on, having torn my hair, having had to work as it's him standing there.
Just imagine out on the dance floor, turning round and there he is. It's your man, the one you came in with, 3 years on your hand in his. Living in a semi, maybe have a cat. Nothing else too fancy, tell me what's wrong with that.
Wishing for the normal kind of dream, nothing too excessive or extreme. Hoping for the humdrum, is that aiming high? Others seem to find it, tell me why on earth can't I? Wishing for the normal kind of dream. Travelers fare harder than they seem. Am I too ambitious? Am I out of touch? Am I wishing for too much? Who is it?
It's him!
Ask him about the bucket.
No, not you, no. Yeah, I'm just at work. Yeah, I've left. Usual time. By the lion. No, alright, go.
By the lions. What is he, a zookeeper?
Leave it.
I never knew zookeepers did that much.
We'll meet him when the time is right.
For you,
Leave it.
Oh, you must really like him.
Yeah, I really like him.
Oh.
But it's just so hard.
Oh, spare me the
I
details.
mean, it's hard to get together. It's so busy, it's Skype, it's text, and then when I do see him, I just want more. Just imagine cooking lasagna like those adverts on TV.
Sitting on a fake leather sofa, baby's dancing on my knee.
Living within reason, loving when I can. Feeling like it's someone, not some
Prince is a hive of activity, and above the madness, James's campaign manager, the tyrannical William George, holds court. William and Sasha are reading a newspaper.
Not a bad piece on page 5. The Prince and the Pauper. I love that, editor. Last week I threatened to chop his balls off, and this week we're picking out curtains together in Laura Ashley.
Don't I look a bit smug? You, the big issue, sir.
Ah, James, meet my new assistant, T.
T.
Hi, it's Sasha. He calls me T.
Or to give her her full name, T, milk and 2 sugars, hyphenated.
Unbelievable.
I thought we agreed.
Look, you helping the homeless, page 5, that's all that matters.
Well, I'll have my 5 of it.
Give it to him, T. Job description is campaign manager. So let me manage. I know what I'm doing.
If you say so.
I don't say so. I know so. I don't think I do. Page 5 is pretty good for a piece like that. Now all we have to do is fill in the pages in between. Marilyn, I don't suppose you'd consider a page 3.
Very funny. Is there anyone be interested in wild carcass?
Hey,
Well, I am.
And there speaks the politician. T, schedule now.
William, please. No, it's Sasha. You're on Good Morning Britain sofa at 9 AM and then 12 London Fire Brigade.
Good. Hang out with the heroes makes you look tough. Oh, and there'll be a pole. Marilyn, a pole dancing off.
Misogynistic, sexist, and insulting. You should have a lie down.
T, fancy a lie down?
I'm a lawyer. One word, tribunal.
I'm alright.
And you and Chambers on. See you later.
Think about what we said. Maybe have a Brazilian. You can't do page 3 looking like a privet hedge.
Look, William, page 5 is all well and good, but what if someone finds out that the person I was photographed with actually works for us?
Well, it's all publicity.
How we run the campaign reflects how we will run City Hall. I want nothing to be fake.
You're not doing it. I am. That's the difference. It's not my job to keep clean. It's my job to make sure you are London's next mayor.
That poster slogan reflects how I want to run London, with honesty. We'll talk on the way. How can you go wrong with honest? How can you go wrong with simple truth? Plain talking, that's what people want. Since when did decency become old-fashioned? In a minor silk screen of cliche. I promised that my plate's straight. Buzzwords will just have to wait. I intend to win the race in my own way.
They all think they can do it on their own.
How can you go wrong with honest? How can you give way to lies and sleaze? I ask you, what is there to gain? And who made arrogance a job requirement for the public servants we elect? You think that once in City Hall, somehow they're above it all. I think Londoners deserve far more respect.
At the end of the day, it's all about a cross in a box. You may be the oarsman, but remember I'm the cross. I'll steer to victory through all the things I made. Downstream, the dream of this awaits. Spin out of control.
Sign the paperwork and sell your soul. Spin, doctor every word you say. Spin until you win the day.
and with a modicum of tastefully applied makeup, James is off to the TV studios for another round of grueling interviews from a variety of forgettable presenters on an array of tasteless sofas, which goes somewhere to explain why DFS has a sale on every day of the year.
How can you go wrong with honest? How can you condone turning blind eyes? I promise mine will look ahead. And when was avarice decreed and art from art ensure corruption is stamped out? But issues like these have to wait. Voters must first choose my fate. But as mayor of London will I have right.
At the end of the day, it's all about a cross in a box. Create opportunity, don't wait until it's done. We're building an empire, enhanced in class. Bring votes, votes, instant success.
Spin at every turn. All the pieces we can crash and burn. Spin, keep that image clean and slick.
guest list. This fundraiser is not about just squeezing money out of people. It's about having the right people you can squeeze in the future. And you and I may not share the same idea about the right sort of person. My money, my office, my guest list. Agreed. That's pushing to the nominations closed.
Give me a minute. Yeah. Alone. Hi, it's me. Look, I'm gonna be late. I'm sorry. Just text me and say that you're okay, okay? Too many okays. Look, just text me.
It is 9 p.m. The crowds and the patrons of Trafalgar Square have begun to disperse. Nelson and his 4 lions stand proudly guarding the mall. Robbie is found beside one of the lions' paws.
Doesn't it seem strange, talking in this way? Gypsies of the ether, typing what we say. Secretive liaisons, flirting on the screen, building up a picture in which no one can be seen. Bold enough to share my inner thoughts and what I feel. Safely in the knowledge I can choose just how much I reveal. You are my intimate stranger. You are my faraway friend. 2 souls linked by a highway, and the messages we send. Of the ether, wanderers in space, keeping ourselves hidden, safe behind the font, free of inhibition. We can be just who we want. Maybe for a moment I believe this fantasy. Someone in the abstract I create, but in life I can't be. You are my intimate stranger. You are my faraway friend. 2 souls linked by a highway, and the messages we send. You are my intimate stranger. You are my faraway friend. and the messages, and the messenger returned. Doesn't it seem strange meeting in this place? Gypsies of the ether. Week without you seems like forever. Well, a week's a long time in politics. How long do you have? Now? Well, no, before you die. Of course now. This is just a quick hello. Oh, yeah. Anyone would think you was running for mayor. Oh, I just want to squad you. Squad? Oh, Wendy does it to Peter Pat. Well, that is gay. I thought you didn't like that. I don't like labels. Don't answer it. Like you wouldn't. Hello? Crow, you know I can't talk right now. Alright, I saw it. Sorry, it's a work thing. How's it going? Not good. Another machine's gone down. It's gonna cost. I can always help. I don't want your money. Leave it. Don't answer. Hello? Darling. Just getting some fresh air. Okay. Sorry, not distracted, just deep in thought. Chinese, yes, I'll pick it up 30 minutes. Leader of the opposition. How's that going? I can always help. What have you heard? You've got to go. Couple of days. Go. You are my intimate stranger. You are my faraway friend. Two souls linked by a highway, and the messages, and the messages, and the messages we send.
Dana are found inside Glamour, the strip club they run right next door to Robbie's laundrette. Having returned from a night out on what I understand is known as the Lash, they are moving what I also understand are known as their Lashminas. In the garish light of day, they look particularly unglamorous.
Did you hear that?
What?
I'm hearing voices.
What?
Some posh bitch, probably a dyke.
But filthy rich with a cracking rack. Whatever.
I've got a tongue like Gandhi's flip-flop. I need a drink.
Look at the state of this place.
Yeah, but when Les is out, we'll get the laundrette. Planning admission will be no drop. We can knock through it, Spain. Go up, Marky.
It's a strip club.
All right, down, Marky, but bigger.
Yeah, you've got a dream, haven't you? Anyways, how'd you get on last night? I saw you nearly had his tonsils out.
I thought I found it. Everything we've been looking for in a bloke.
What? Well hung and mute.
Well, not exactly. I tell you, I thought this was it.
Well?
Married.
Bastard!
He gave me this whole sob story about how his wife was in a wheelchair and he wasn't getting any. So he said, would you like to come better my place? Not been there 5 minutes when I hear a car pull up.
The spazzy wife!
Exactly. My wife, he goes, I said I thought she was the way he says she was. Next thing I hear footsteps on the front path, not wheels. Footsteps.
Unbelievable!
I said I thought she was in a wheelchair. Where she been frigging loads. Next thing I'm being bundled out the back door and at the body came home.
You like a bowling ball, yo?
A bowling ball?
Yeah. Picked up, fingered, and thrown back down the alley.
Getting too old for this game. Too many bloody disappointments.
Maybe we should give them up altogether. I wish they invent a Nicorette patch to help me give up men. Just slap it on, your cravings are gone, but how would I feel my days then?
wrong Mr. Right, who suddenly lands in my lap. They're shits who pass in the night. Falling in love is crap. I love the bumper. Farewell tonight's on the pole. I'm so over me. I don't need a guy. And that's for the sex. There's always DIY. Something hot till the rubbing comes on. Then they're not worth the sum of their parts. Lie on your back, try to keep breath. Fake it and scream. Oh, you're the best! I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so over man. I was such a giant and anonymous group. Really? To give up me? Just saying names takes up to the shame. Confess you've been shagging again. And make the fun of strength away from the rages and rants of guys who don't go to great lengths. Falling in love with pants. From now on is clear. I'll have a solo career. I'm so over me. Bragging their top-notch. Talking through their arms. Thinking with their hearts. How on dreading familiar sight. Thoughts in bed that I know aren't mine. The community and the boobs in the soap. As for romance, not an oak. I've seen it before and I'll say it again. I'm so over me. Rubbish, shitty shadlifter, just in time service, watch later. That's quality schmutter, that is. Don't shrink it.
I think somebody already has. And seeing as he won't want his laundrette so much. Do it yourself.
I don't know what Dad didn't just kick you out when your mum died. You like a milestone around his neck.
It's Millstone. And Les is no father of mine.
Whatever. Point is you with a scrap ain't got long. Basically, I'm not being funny. Slim your rock. If they had a jab, I'd give it a stab to make me immune to men. Painless and quick, just one little prick instead of the usual 10. I'm so over men, especially when they're pissed. Those who turn us down, they don't know what they've missed. Act like I've got the colour to melt. Why aren't I trying to chastity burn? No football to watch, fags in the sink, white fronts to watch. I don't think so. Cold pizza crust, a big cancer chunk. Do we miss them? Do we fuck? I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so over men. No more pregnancy tests. No more need for precaution. No more having a kiss. No more getting small portions. No more I'm going bald. No more love finds me hiding. No more my wife just called. No more exactly guarding. No more can't we be friends. No more first make me lover. No more it's where it ends. No more blame for each other. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm so
William, George and Sasha are out on the campaign trail in Soho.
Relax, it's just selling. But you're selling a candidate. Now come on, let's see that confident posture.
I find it hard to...
Buttocks in, chest out.
William, I don't really think that
It's not for them, it's for me. Good girl. Now watch and learn. Hello, ladies. Jeez. Ladies?
We were wondering if you were thinking of voting.
For what?
For London's mayor.
Oh! And what you got to offer a single girl that's going to make her put a kiss in your box?
It's not my box, unfortunately. We're canvassing for James Prince.
Cute. I love an upstaging
Excuse me, I must get this. Saturday on your own.
Have you ever been in a titty bar?
No.
Oh, there's your chance. Just don't touch your seats. They're still wet.
Lord Bellingham, how are you?
I've been better, William. Cut into the chase, you've screwed up.
In what way?
Reach inside your cheap, shiny Primark suit and take out the fundraiser invitation.
The invitation?
Notice anything missing?
Date, time, venue.
Sponsor.
Oh, Christ.
You could say that, William. No sponsor, no money, no party. You see how it works?
Yes, I see.
We print them.
Sending new invitations will just underline our error.
Our error. Since you at least managed to include the address, I wish you'd like the event to be held here as planned.
Yes, of course.
I hope your candidate runs London better than you run his campaign.
I'm sorry.
That's all.
Shit. Sasha! Back to the office. You've screwed up on the party invites. Lord Bollocks' name's not on them.
Bollocks party sounds like an art.
Give me that.
I thought you was going to show me your manly face.
Get off!
You had me alone! James Prince requests the pleasure of your company. Well, his wish shall be granted. Fancy night out. A proper night out.
But he's got a fiancée, hasn't he?
Since when has that ever stopped you?
No, we can't.
Oh, yes, we can. Oh, yes, we will.
You're all over men.
Like a flaming rash. Never had a mare. Fit with loads of cash. One last fling, then we'll call it a day. Buy some bling, and we'll have it away. This won't be the one. Give love a chance. Run to his party. Have a dance. Today's City Hall, and it's card number 10. I'm so over. I'm gonna get my leg over. Men.
It is 11 p.m. After an exhausting day's campaigning, James is still working in his study at home.
They'll be lucky to have you.
Who?
London, of course. Who do you think I meant?
Sorry, I was elsewhere.
Oh, you're working too hard. Come to bed.
Marilyn,
What?
I couldn't do this without you.
I know.
And I need you.
I know.
And I'm sorry.
For what?
Well, it won't always be like this.
Yes, it will. And it will probably get worse if you get in.
And if I don't?
Then that's something else. You can't change and I can't change you. It was just the same at university. Amnesty International, the Debating Society, the free knitting for arthritic pensioners.
That better?
That bad. But that was the deal, remember?
Yes, I do. It seems like a lifetime ago.
Remember when our heads were full of big ideals? Remember then?
I don't remember how that feels. But when you're young, then somehow everything's a blast. Remember when?
Remember then? Remember us? Remember when you dreamt you'd be like Robin Hood? Remember then?
I know not all of it was good.
We
comfy shoes.
Such a way we was.
But the best arse in our whole class of nerds.
Hey, remember when you grew a mullet? Glad that's gone.
It was this long.
Remember when you said that email won't catch on?
So I was wrong. Your mobile phone.
My mobile phone.
Yes, it was bigger than a bus. The signal was rubbish.
Remember when? Remember then? Remember us?
Look at us.com. Every doubting Tom said that we'd never lost. Still, I'm stuck on you.
I'm your comfy shoe, you're my last of last.
We go hand in glove. But soon we see the perfect team in love.
So many years.
Laughter and tears.
But when you're young, then somehow everything's a loss. Remember when? Come to bed.
Remember then.
It's been a while.
One more email. I'll be there, I promise.
Two days later, back in the laundrette, Robbie and Velcro have been chewing the fat. Rather an unpalatable expression for the calorie counters amongst us.
It's a shame he's in his suit. I bet he'd get a lot more votes if he was in his speedos.
Then where would he pin his rosette?
Right on his policy package.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Do that thing, you know.
Na 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 na.
I love it when you do that.
Little thing.
Alright, what do you want?
Splash the cash. Show the dough. Spill the lolly. Dolly.
Here.
How much?
500, the usual.
3 words, not enough.
That's syllables, not words.
All right, Carol Sodding Voldemort. We told you that's the old rate. It's gone up.
You'll have to give me a bit longer.
24 hours. 12. Otherwise, we're changing the locks on this place too. You're wasting your time, loves. He's an old jockey.
Great, that's all we need.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, what can I do?
Sell your body.
Very funny.
No, and second 42 you wouldn't get much.
Hello? Hi, it's me. Look, I just had to hear your voice. I've only got a minute, I'm sorry.
No, it's alright, you don't have to apologise. I get it. I'm glad you called. When can I see you? If it helps, I'm free tonight. Or tomorrow night.
Look, I've got this thing tonight and a fundraiser tomorrow, but the next available moment, I swear.
Oh, it's alright, well, you know where I am. You know I want to see you. You just need to make it soon, alright?
I will. I'll call later if I can.
Okay, bye.
Oh, that's so gooey. I've never seen you like it. It's like you've been abducted by aliens and they're brought by this Andrex puppy or something. Tell me his name.
And I can't, it's too complicated. All I can say is that he makes me smile on the inside. Is that love?
I don't know. It's been a long time. I can't remember.
Side saddle, you shouldn't have done. Look, I told you it was half price. Listen till you can afford more.
Sort of embarrassing. They're not from me. I just took them off the delivery guy. Is my washing ready?
Yeah, I just done it.
Who they're from then?
His new boyfriend. But don't ask his name because he won't tell you.
I don't know anyone who would.
Jesus Christ, Robbie, what's he selling you money for? You're not really selling your body, are you?
No, of course not.
Well, then how much is there?
I don't know. You count it.
I'd like to have you here with me. met. Sordid little details. In time we can forget. Robbie, I hope I haven't misjudged our situation, but the time we spent together was the highlight of the week. I'd like more of it, and hope that you would too. I'm hosting an event tomorrow night in the office. It's a black tie affair, and as it will be a late night, I'd like for you to stay over. I've took the liberty of informing Prada and Snow Street to expect you. It's all on account, just do something nice, and then being closed is a little something for you. Oh, I can't bear you on Old Compton Street. I won't share you, so I think a change is worth a try. I don't rent what I can buy. There are ways to beat Old Compton Street.
There's £1,000 here. He must really love you.
That's what worries me. Alright, give it here.
What are you doing?
I am sending it back. With the flowers.
Robert, what's going on? You just spoke to him on the phone and he lit up like the black pill eliminations.
Well,
And now you're paying
from
him to
him.
get... Who?
Side saddle. Can you give us a minute?
I'll give you all night on my phone. Laters. And?
I'm seeing this guy.
I know you are.
Well, I'm not. I'm sort of seeing two guys.
What?
Well, I'm not, but I am.
You're not making any sense, Robbie. Are you on something?
Look, I've been seeing this guy for 3 months. And I think I've fallen in love with him. But it's complicated.
What's complicated? He just sent you £1,000 and a bunch of
No,
flowers.
he hasn't. They're from someone else.
Who?
An older man. A businessman. A lord.
A lord?
I met on a website where older rich guys meet younger, less rich guys.
Robbie.
I know, but we needed the money. He took a shine to me, I went along with it. Then it was drinks, dinners, movies. I was company for him. But now it's turned into wads of cash and flowers, and he's asking me to stay the night. And that feels like prostitution.
Well, duh. And what, his boyfriend found out?
No, nothing like that.
So what's the problem? Ditch Lord Sugar Daddy and be with Prince Charming.
It's not as easy as that, you see. There's a Princess Charming.
He's married.
Fiancé.
Christ, Robbie.
And you know him. Well, you know of him.
I do.
He's kind of famous.
A famous closet case. Well, there's so many. Oh, I don't know where to start. Robbie, just tell me his name. Get real.
I'm serious.
You're not. James Prince, the mayor guy, he's not gay.
Oh, I can promise you he is. But not publicly. He's not like any other guy I've been with.
Oh, Robbie, you've got to be careful. This has danger written all over it.
Oh, I know.
I think number 5's free. On the right. Robbie, you read about these things. Politicians, wives, affairs, and you're seeing this lord as well. I'm sorry.
Look, it's under control.
Today, maybe, but you can't control the press, and I'm telling
Well, I've
you.
heard you, Crow. I am not getting rid of the best thing in my life because of what might happen tomorrow, okay?
Okay. Well, why does it just come out? No one would care.
Well, it's fiancé, Mum.
I've got to get my gay diary aligned. Gay, straight, bi, gay married, Arthur, Martha, Grade, and Tinder, it does my head in. Now take him for instance. To me, it's quite clear, he has to be queer, but I'll admit they're getting harder to spot. Unless they're screaming out in crowd, or singing show tunes way too loud, I wouldn't like to say who's into what. It's hard to tell the gay guys from the street these days. It's hard to tell the princes from the queens. Every bar in Soho, that one's a straight to the go. Now go somewhere betwixt with the clientele that's mixed. It's hard to tell the gay guys from the street these days. It's hard
call of men. Quite a disco Bernie, at times when it's not sunny, looks as if he's worth a fling. Jeans he has to squeeze on, abs you can grate cheese on, then you see he wears a wedding ring.
Out in Soho Square after their night out assessing the sexual orientation of its inhabitants by asking them to provide the surnames for the following list: Liza, Cheetah and Barbara. Not surprisingly, many single gentlemen scored 3 out of 3.
Oh, hey Robbie, how's the head? I feel like I've been hit by a Budweiser truck. One too many vodka shots.
I've hardly said to ring.
Oh.
Crap, I can't believe I've got myself.
Who is it? Lord Gay on me and like my shot. Oh, it's the mayor. Give me the phone.
No.
Give me the phone.
No.
Give me the phone. I know who he is. Oh. Thinking of you. Can't wait to see you. Squidge.
Oh, it's Squidge. Oh, crap, it makes my tummy go. What am I going to do? I can't continue with the Lord Bellingham, and I've got to send them back that money.
Robbie, have a brain. £1,000 can come in useful, right? Of course, right. So, here's what you're going to do. We get you to Prada and get you all dolled up in the best tux, and maybe pick out a little something for me.
For you?
Let's just call it a thank you for all the shit you've put me through. Agreed? Just not. Okay. Then you go to this swanky party and be all sweetness and light with Lord What's-his-name, and then you're never going to see him again.
No, Craig wants me to stay the night.
And you have every intention of doing so until I call you at midnight.
What?
I'll call and think of an excuse like the laundrette's burned down or Becky's exploded. Use your imagination.
And?
That way, you keep your side of the bargain with Lord Gay and stay faithful to Prince Bisexual.
You make it sound so simple.
That's because it is. Hi guys, you alright? Did you right? Actually, yeah. Where to? Prada, Sloane Street?
Oh.
That's a long way. That's not it. You're going to wait for us there, take him for a haircut, and, well, come to think of it, how much until midnight? 100 quid? Okay, Robbie, give her 50. 50? I'll try to remember.
You owe me?
Prada, Sloane Street, that's a bit upmarket. Yeah, we've got a fancy do tonight, haven't you, Robbie? Posh do?
Yeah, great.
You don't sound so keen. He's warming up to the idea.
Sure.
Well, let your face now. You shall go to the Soho Cinderella. I'll take you for a ride. Yes, you shall go to the Soho Cinderella. Your carriage with a separate side. I've done some tricks with pumpkins on the horses from my wife. But who needs veg burning when you've got me for half price? You shall go to the Soho Cinderella. I'll get
gossips may think that I'm dancing and twink, but who cares? You shall go to the ball, Cinderella, where all your boys charm. Yes, you shall go to the ball as my bell, a handsome trinket on my arm.
How did I let him talk me into this? He just gives me the creeps.
Maybe one should be more particular about places one sleeps.
Sorry, Crow, I know it's not clever. Doing this is not what I'd ever choose.
Here we go again, the golden car park.
It's finding this could really be the litmus test.
How is this?
Sure, you mingle and choose every single of them.
How did I let you talk me into this? I feel we get these.
It's not every day you go partying, nor a favour like this. How right in not hesitating, when you see your carriage is beating down. Eyes are bright, yes you shall go to the balding tower. Not a touch of here tonight. Arty glitter, arty glitter. Knowing that every eye is on them. You shall go to the ball, Cinderella. Go for a night of bliss. Yes, you shall go to the ball, Cinderella, and mingle with those ball biscuits. And get the feel of the tears. And see if the glass will burn.
Awkward.
Yeah, go. Who's that boy? There has to be a story. Who's that boy? Too trembling for a Tory. Who's that boy? It seems he was expected. Who's that boy? He's clearly well connected. Who's that boy? Who's that boy?
I intend to find out.
See the way he's holding it as if he owns the place. Exuding such self-confidence, yet no one knows his face. He leaves us in the shadows like a momentary eclipse. And there is just one question that's on everybody's lips. Who's that boy?
Looking at me again. Oh, please. Could he be more obvious? Yeah, myself. It's me talking. All these politicians laughing at on the side. That James Prince's feet. Gigi. Happy Olive.
That boy. And why the strange reaction?
It's Robbie.
That boy. And what is the attraction?
What's he doing here?
Who's that boy?
He's just our little brother. 'Cause our dad got married to his
So
mother.
what's he doing? What are you two doing here? Security!
I wouldn't do that if I were you. You've got questions, we've got answers. Call us. Symptomatic of these functions is a horde of crashing balls. The first sign of fresh talent and then beating down the doors. Like bees around the honey, like moths around the flame. They chase after the young blood, but no one knows his name. No one knows his name. Who's that boy? His entrance was dramatic. Who's that boy? I'm going enigmatic. Who's that boy? Who's that boy?
Robbie, is everything alright? You don't seem yourself.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You look nervous in front of James Prince. He's a mayoral candidate, not royalty.
Yeah, I just don't think I'm quite feeling myself. In fact, George, I think I may have to go.
You don't have to do that. Be part of upstairs. We'll have a lie down in my room.
No, I think it's better if I go.
Dr. Reed's inside. Let him have a look at you.
I want to go.
This is a big night for you. For you and me. Us.
Us.
Like I said in the note, which you clearly received, judging the products that you're wearing, thought I made my feelings very
Yeah,
clear.
about that, George. I don't think we're quite in the same place.
I see. But you took £1,000 and went on a shopping spree.
Oh, no, George.
No, Rob, you see, it's not how it works. All the gifts, the dinners, the money, the suit you're wearing, the shirt on your back. It's not charity. What do you think I am?
No, George, what do you think I am?
I'll tell you what I think you are.
I'm sure nothing's up to anything.
Robbie, what are you doing here?
I'm sure there must be a very simple explanation.
I've got to go. You two know one another. No, I can't do this. Not now.
James, there are guests to be attended to. Lord Bellingham, are you coming?
Yes, of course.
Who's that boy? And what is he concealing? Who's that boy? I've got the strangest feeling. Who's that boy? Perhaps it's just a chancer. Who's that boy? I fear I know the answer. Who's that boy? Robbie runs off into the night without really thinking where he is going. He ends up in Trafalgar Square beside one of the lion's paws.
I thought you'd come here. Well, you know me. Do I, Robbie? I'm not sure I do. How do you know George Bellingham? Oh, look, James. Please! Tell me it's not what I think. Robbie, I've asked you a question. I think you owe me an explanation. I don't owe you anything. But I am not having an affair with him, if that's what you think. So how do you know him? Well, he took a shine to me. I went along with him. At first it was company and I felt sorry for him. But now it's just turned into giving me money and stuff, and now he's asking for a bit more. Where did you think it was leading? Why didn't you tell me? There are things about you that I never questioned, such as your fiancé. And there are things about me. You should have told me, Robbie. I'm running for London Mayor, for God's sake. Until tonight, I was just uncomplicated, escaping. Uncomplicated? Jesus, if the press got a hold of this! Oh, God. Have you any idea what this will look like? What do you mean? Industry tycoon pays young gay guy for company. Join the dots, Robbie. They'll make you out to be an escort. Or worse, a rent boy. No, I never had sex with him. No, you took his money. And if they link me to you, a politician cheating on his fiancée with a rent boy. So tragic, it's almost funny. I never took your money. And even though we had... No, this is all wrong. It's not like that, James. I'm your lover. I'm not a rent boy. I fall in love with you. That's why I left the party. I can't be with anyone else. I don't want to be with... Jesus Christ, what have I done? James! James! Once upon a time, there was just a little boy. And he thought the whole world was his. Wasn't very old when he came to find out that that's not how it is. They don't make glass slippers. It's no great surprise if they made glass slippers. They don't have my size. Happy ever afters always turn out wrong. No fairy godmother pops up to have things along. They don't make glass slippers, pretty as they seem. Trouble is glass slippers shatter like a dream. Why don't handsome princess practice what they preach? Magical kingdoms are always just out of my reach. Once upon a time there was just a little boy, and he thought the whole world was his. Wasn't very old when he came to find out that that's not how it is. Once upon a time there was just a little boy, and he thought the whole world was his. Wasn't very old when he came to find out that that's not how it is. They don't make glass slippers. It's no great surprise if they made glass slippers. They don't have my size. Happy ever afters always turn out wrong. No fairy godmother
well at James's campaign headquarters. The events of the previous evening have thrown everything up in the air. Having seen the way that James looks at both Marilyn and Robbie, William fears an impending double-dip depression.
Well, James, just like Prince Charles, I'm all ears. You seen this? This is a list of donors, all of whom were there last night, and all of whom have called this morning, asking for an explanation. Now, before I make one up, I'd like to hear the truth from you. For God's sake! Say something!
He was hired by Bellingham as company.
The boy!
His name is Robbie.
And you know him?
I've been seeing him for 4 months.
No. Shut up, William.
He was hired by Bellingham. You mean he's a rent boy?
No, he's not, but he was hired by Bellingham for company. Apparently they never had sex.
What about you?
Paying for sex. Of course not. Between him and me, no money ever changed hands.
Oh, well, that's fine then! The papers won't give a toss! Won't even be interested! I'll call the effing Pope! Have you put up for sainthood? Harley, pissing lawyer!
William, please.
Politician! Fiancé! Gay Brentford! Boom! The perfect storm! Cancel the diary! Cancel the campaign! Shit!
Marilyn, it sounds so weak, but I am sorry.
James, I don't want to hear it. And this is certainly something I wish not to discuss in front of him. I'll see you at home. Pathetic. Oh, God. How can you go wrong with honest? How can you go wrong with simple truth? Remember, that's what people want. Since when did decency become old-fashioned, hidden by a smokescreen of cliché? He promised that he'd play it straight. Laughable, I know, but wait. Yes? Oh, I don't believe this. Hello? No, but this is his phone. This is Marilyn Blatt. He dropped it last night. He left in something of a hurry. I'm sorry. I have no idea where he is. No. I will not return his fucking phone!
Jesus Christ.
He may be the Son of God, but even he can't help you now.
William, what am I going to do?
I'll tell you what you're going to do. First of all, you're going to go home, shower, and clean up. You've not only been socialising in the gutter, you look like you've been bowling in it. Get a car to pick you up from around the back. This mess will leak in an hour, and I want you seriously unavailable to comment. Agreed? Good. Secondly, start writing the best apology speech ever written, and we'll just see if I can do an impersonation of the Messiah and rescue this out-of-control campaign. Now go. This is William George. You gave me your number at the event last night. You told me that Robbie is your brother, or stepbrother.
That's right.
So presumably you have an address for me.
Yes, he worked for the laundrette next door.
On Old Compton Street. Right, here's what's going to happen. In a few hours' time, you're going to have rather a lot of press assembling outside your establishment. Rather keen to find more out about your brother.
And what's that got to do with that?
I want you to make your brother's colourful life even more colourful. As sordid as you like. Now that shouldn't be too hard, should it?
And what's in it for us?
Trust me, people will pay a lot for your story. Now enjoy your moment in the sun. Ting! Get in here!
Yes, William? What was that about?
That, my dear T, was what you call an opportunity. A great, big, mincing opportunity. Get me a car.
Where are we going?
Bellingham Industries. The politics of politics. Behold the people's choice. He may be music to their ears, but I'm his master's voice. The dashing politician. Let everyone raise a glass. Another puppet takes a bow with my hand up his arse. I knock them into shape. I mold them till they fit. I drop the cushions on the seat where I prefer to sit. I pull the strings and call the shots. I groom them for the throne. I'm the tail that wags the dog, yet it's the dog that gets the bone. He seemed the perfect package, but too bad he had a flaw. It only takes one weakness and the press will pick it raw. We need a strong successor. Does anyone spring to mind? The monkeys and the scrap heap watch the organ grind and grind. I knock them into shape. I mold them to the seat. I pop the cushions on the seat.
Where do you prefer to sit?
I pull the strings and call the shots. I groom them for the throne. I'm the tail that wags the dog, yet it's the dog that gets the bone. It makes you ask what was it that led him to be untrue. It seems that every closet holds a skeleton or two. Now we lose our deposit if we don't find someone new. I'm thrilled to bits. The slipper fit, stand back. I'm coming through. Oh, George, you have been a naughty little lord, haven't you? What? Business tycoon and gay rent boy and political fundraiser. Now, only a fool would bet the markets, but I'll take my chance that Bellingham Industry shares will go down. I have no idea what you're talking about. Your little friend, Robbie? Rent boy? Never paid. Then what did he pay for exactly? Yes. Now, I'm assuming you prefer to keep your private life out of the press. Go on. In an hour, this story will leak. However, it all depends on the version we'd like to tell. My version. Sicko James Prince arrogantly invites fiancé and gay rent boy to the same fundraising event. Worse than that, he did so in your good offices. However, there is another version of the tale which tells the story of the chief executive of a multinational company. I get it! How much? Ooh, I'm sorry. How much to keep me out of it? I'd say 100,000 should do it. You must do that. Get out. It's not for me. It's for my campaign to be London Mayor. What? Prince won't survive this. I have the credentials. I know the system. You'll find me a very loyal servant in City Hall. And we have 2 days before the nominations close. What do I need to do? The bank transfer. I'll do the rest. Don't you screw this up again. I mean it. Oh, dear. Don't. You can trust me. Stand back. I'm coming through.
completely unaware of the events of the previous evening, apart from the fact that her best friend has dropped his phone.
Are you almost done? I want to get closed up.
Oh, yeah, just about finished.
I'm sorry, love, we're closed. It's Velcro, right? Oh, God, it really is you. I didn't make the connection till I thought you said I changed my mind. I don't know why. I suppose everyone has a morbid fascination with the car crash. What? How did you find me? Our campaign manager said that he worked here. Oh, did you bring Robbie's phone? Where is he? Is he all right? I don't know where he is. And I don't know if he's all right. But what I do know, he's been having an affair with my fiancé. Look, I don't know what to say. I only found out myself a couple of days ago, and I told him, I said, are you all right? Can I get you some water? Velcro's a strange name. Oh, it's Sonia, really. But everyone calls it better because of my frizzy hair. Sonia. He's fine. He's a good man, James. Always puts everyone first, well, nearly always. He's worked hard for this, we all have. And you never had an inkling that he was gay? I've known all along that James was gay. Or at least bisexual. And yes, it may be a surprise to you, we have had a sex life. I believe they call it a mixed orientation relationship. Really? Back at university, it wasn't exactly a secret that James had the eye for the boys. But if you knew he was gay, then how come you got together? It was years later. We were like best friends. His swimming career was over, he moved back into politics. He asked me and I was as surprised as everyone else was. I thought it was a nice, cosy package for the voters, so I turned him down. What changed? It's about 6 months later. I had more time to think about it and well. At 38, the clock does start ticking a little, so I thought, what have I got to lose? You poor thing. Don't pity me. I knew what I was getting myself into. I went in with my eyes open. So, did you think you could change him? I needed someone, Sonia, and maybe the need became greater than the someone. Sort of using each other in a way. I fell in love with Robbie almost as soon as I met him, but I knew it was never going to happen. He was out and screaming for Britain. Robbie, strange someone that you never met can bring your whole world crashing down. Yeah, well, him being gay hasn't exactly stopped us from being best friends. We're like brother and sister. Or sister and sister, really. But you shouldn't compromise yourself. 38 isn't that old. Thanks. I mean, you're not over the hill. If you dig that hole any bigger, we're going to get the council to close the road. If you know what I mean. My mum was 43 when she had me. You just need to find the right guy, someone who's really going to make you happy, not a convenience. You've got a wise head on those young shoulders. So, up here for thinking, down there for dancing. Here for hurting. Yeah, in here for hurting, but it gets better though, if you let it.
Don't stay shut away with all those mighty
Marilyn.
Well, this is slightly awkward, wouldn't you say?
Look, I could say I'm sorry about this whole mess, but
Well, are you?
What?
Sorry.
Well, yes, for both of us. I never thought it would end like this. I hope that...
What? What did you hope for then, Robbie?
That somehow he and I, that this would be different.
Maybe if you'd chosen someone less attached. That's exactly what I said.
Not helpful, Crow. Sorry, but I didn't know. Not about you, not at first. He pursued me. And I was flattered. You can't help who you fall in love with.
For what it's worth, I don't blame you. I knew this was going to happen. I guess I armoured myself without knowing it.
I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I've got to get away.
Where?
Margate, Pleasureland. My aunt's there, and that's where my mum wanted the ashes scattered.
For how long?
Well, probably for good. I've got nothing to stay here for.
What do you mean?
Alright, my stepsisters are screwing me for the money I don't have. And when Les gets out of prison, he's going to take the only thing I have got. This place.
You still got me, you
Look,
twat.
after what happened last night. Look, that story is going to be all over the papers, and I'm going to be painted as the villain. The rent boy. I'm not hanging around for that.
Well, what about me?
I will call you. I'll think of something. Marilyn. I'm glad to have had the chance to meet you face to face. Really, I am. I only wish it wasn't like this.
I appreciate that. So you'll call me, right?
I said I will call you.
You may be needing this.
Thank you. I love you, Crow. So much.
Not what I expected at all. They're not all that mincing screaming about equality, you know. I can't believe it. He's lost everything. Why couldn't she have written a bloody will? I mean, I know she had dementia, but that's mental. Who? His mum. She got Alzheimer's and died, and his stepdad are just getting everything, and she wouldn't have wanted that. Look, I don't mean to intrude, but the first thing that people do when they find out they have a terminal illness is that they do write a will. Really? Well, they told Robbie that she didn't. Who did? I don't know. His stepdad's solicitor or someone. Look, I wonder where they checked. It's easy enough to check these things. Really? Look here. Take my card and call me if you wish to pursue it. Are you okay? I will be. Thanks. For what? For being kind. I didn't do nothing. You did a lot. Goodbye, Sonia.
Hoping for the humdrum, is that aiming high? Others seem to find it, tell me while I can't die.
James is sat in William's office as he flicks through tomorrow's headlines. Prince put up the rent.
The Mirror.
The Prince and the Prosy.
The Daily Spot Star. Quite low brow then, don't you think?
Oh, and yes, Prince is a queen.
The Daily Sport. That's offensive even by their standards.
I get the feeling you're rather enjoying this. They didn't waste time.
Well, your little boyfriend didn't waste time on telling the world everything he knew.
I told you I didn't know. He didn't tell me.
And you? You've kept some things from me which I think would have been helpful to know. Unfair. I can control the image, James. I can't control the man.
So what now?
Well, I know when the horse I'm flogging is a dead one, and this is over for you. You can't come back from it, and if you think you can, you'll have to do it without my help.
To the point as always, William.
Your complicated little twist has seen the majority of your campaign funding vanish. Poof, if you'll pardon the pun. Lord Bellingham put an end to the finances straight away. He has intimated that he would be prepared to back another candidate.
Who?
Well, he's asked me.
Oh, please, spare me. In fact, spare London. You haven't a public-spirited bone in your whole body.
Well, if you don't like me, James, you can always vote for the other guy.
This is a joke. You've got to be kidding.
No joke, James. I'm serious. And I read the speech you prepared. No offence, James. It's a C-. I think my version will play out better. You could just slink off into the night. But I wouldn't recommend it. Have a think about it.
Robbie, it's James. Why would you speak to the press?
What? Oh, that question speaks volumes. No, goodbye, James.
Robbie.
Shit. William told me you've been here.
He thinks it's all over.
The campaign or us?
The campaign. But let's talk about us.
I want to ask one thing, James. What changed?
Nothing changed. I thought it could. I thought it could. Nothing's black and white. This is just one fight. You can't win on a vote. Love will conquer all. When you fall, there is no antidote. I thought I could change.
We both wanted to believe it. It wasn't just you. Remember when you parked the question New Year's Eve? Remember when I called you crazy, so naive?
Then you said yes, but when you're young,
Relatively young, you think the dream will last until you finally wake up.
I love you still.
I know you do. You'll never be able to love me completely.
Marilyn,
I don't want to fight a battle I can't win.
I want you to be a part of my life.
I want more of you, not just a part.
I'm scared. That sounded very final.
It is, James.
So what to do? What now?
Honesty with the voters, and more importantly with yourself. How can you go wrong with honest? Remember.
The press can now count out in Brammermore at William's direction, right across the road from Robbie's laundrette. Clover and Diana are rather enjoying the attention.
Where's Robbie? He's not here.
Yeah, let's go shop with your little brother.
That's all we need to know about him. Now, what do you think of these puppies?
Oh, it's lovely. No one together. Smashing.
You want a bit of girl on girl? I think our talent has finally been recognised.
Or what?
Someone famously once said, I don't recall his name, everyone's entitled to their 15 minutes of fame.
Well, this looks like our moment.
Let the tabloids hue and cry. We've got our 15 minutes. Now let's bleed until they're dry. We want our 15 minutes. We've earned our 15 minutes. Bring on our 15 minutes of fame. Beware the clock is ticking. We're ready for the picking. At last the mighty sticking to our line. We're gonna
15 minutes of fine. We want 15 minutes. Oh, damn it, 15 minutes. Sweet Jesus, 15 minutes of fine. It's a day. Let's farewell to boys. No wish us find the light. What kids are gonna be right. We can shine. It's like a fortune beckons. We're gonna seize each second. It's not what we ever got till we climb. Oh, precious 15 minutes. Time for 15 minutes of fine. Yes, that's our 15 minutes of fine. Come on, sis. My G-string needs a rinse.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I am withdrawing from the race to become London's next mayor. I have not acted in a way which would meet the high demands of public office. Indeed, I have betrayed
Go on, James. Go on.
You know, it's funny. I didn't even write this resignation speech. Someone else decided what the acceptable wording for the media would be. It's been that way the whole campaign. Ultimately, all the voters get is an image, not me. Not a real person, just a media-tested image. When I was a swimmer, it was simple. Me and the water. Train hard, do your best to win. I liked the simplicity. When I entered politics, I thought, work hard, be yourself, be honest, and those that like you will vote for you. And if you're lucky, that may even be a majority. Naive. Extremely naive. I miss the water. I miss the simplicity. The political process won't allow for that. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow the papers will announce that I had an affair with another man, though it is not as they claim it to be. Then again, it never is it? Personally, I don't understand why anybody would be remotely interested in my private life. However, before I leave, I must publicly do one thing, and that is to say thank you to the one person who has stood by me and even today puts their feelings before mine. Marilyn. My apology seems futile, but necessary and heartfelt. Without you. Without you. Without you. Look, I hope London finds a mayor worthy of what I believe to be the greatest city in the world. Thank you. That was me, William. I didn't expect you to recognise it or even like it, but there it was.
Pathetic.
What's pathetic? As the puppet master finally lost his strings. Well, you can always shove your hand up your own arse.
You're a loser, James. You always were.
Funny! For the first time in my life, I feel like I'm winning.
Best speech you ever made.
You really think so?
James, whatever you say or do, this doesn't change us.
So what now?
Don't stay shut away with all those might have been. Open doors to what may be instead. That's the light that guides us through the change unseen. Those in-betweens we dread.
Thank you. Look, I've got to get away for a while. The press will be all over me, and I've only heard Robbie's side of the
Robbie's
story.
side of the story. I suspect it's William's side of the story.
No, but Robbie said...
Doing exactly what you're doing. Avoiding the press. Look, I think he's going to catch a train from London Bridge. He didn't speak to the press.
strange, meeting in this place. Gypsies of the ether, wanderers in space.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure that this is what you really want?
You are my intimate stranger. You are my faraway friend.
For because of me, you had to give it all up.
No, Robbie, it was because of me. Look, what I want is normal. Going to a nightclub, cinemas,
And such.
eating in nice restaurants, happy to go Dutch. Am I too ambitious? Am I out of touch?
I don't think so.
Mommy, wait! Wait!
What are you doing here?
Oh, I spoke with Marilyn.
Now,
Yeah, you know. Well, of course you know her.
how come?
Sorry. Oh, she told me about these websites. Anybody can trace a will.
But there is no will.
No, you were told there's no will by this solicitor.
Of course I was.
Exactly. You're the soul Benny. Oh, whatever. It's all yours here.
I knew it. Thank you. You didn't let me down.
I don't believe it.
No, it's true.
No, not that look.
James has spotted a live news screen across the station platform, which is flashing up a breaking news story. William George forced to stand down after assistant Sasha Larkin alleges sexual harassment in the workplace.
Good on you, Sasha. About time too.
Well, we'll see you in a bit, when this is all blown over.
Talking of blowing over, has it told you yet?
Tell me what.
Where is scattering the ashes?
Oh, Margate, Pleasantland. It was a favourite place. What's wrong with that?
But not on top of the bloody log thing.
Nothing for the humdrum. Is that aiming high? Others seem to find it. Tell me why can't I?
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, that was me. Stupid question. Do you know anything about goldfish? I just want to see the fun fair throwing ping pong balls at gym jars.
Just imagine keeping a goldfish